There are childhood habits that you engage in that is destroying your home. These habits have become so subtle that you don't even realize it. You engage in them subconsciously. You just act it out. It becomes a habit that you can hardly get rid of except you intentionally work on it. You have to, stop and ask yourself, what was it about my upbringing that wasn't okay? What was it about my upbringing that has affected my self confidence as I was growing up, or that has contributed to my self esteem issues? By asking yourself these questions, by taking a good look at it, and being intentional about changing them, or not repeating the ones that affected you negatively, is going to help you. It's going to help your children. It's going to help your home. It's going to help your marriage, because sometimes some of these habits draw you back from fully enjoying your marriage. Hello everyone, my name is Chidi. I am a wife and mom, and I make videos on Christian dating because I believe that having the right knowledge about marriage is essential to have a happy home and prevent divorce in the future. If you are a returning subscriber, I love you. I always pray for your home, and I pray for your marriages. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and joining this family. The first thing is words. Words are very powerful. They can either make you or break you. Words can destroy. How many times do you remember words that were said to you that have crushed your heart, that have crushed your soul, that you feel like this is it, this is the end? How many times have you heard words that lifted you up, that you felt like you can accomplish anything on this earth? Proverbs 18:21 says that death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Meaning, I can decide to use my words for good. I can decide to use my words to uplift others. I can decide to use my tongue, the power that God has given me, to encourage people, to lift them up. People are tired. People are sick. People are downcast. People are brokenhearted. Everyone is looking for someone who's going to tell them, you can do it. Someone is looking for you to tell them you are loved. Someone is looking for you to give them these encouraging words. Rather, there are homes where sharp, unkind words are practiced. Your child comes home with their report card. You look at it, you see nothing good about it. Children, siblings have issues with each other, and they use words that are hurtful, that are sharp, that are harsh against each other, and the parents don't see anything wrong with it. Homes where you practice how to love each other, you practice how to care for each other, you practice how to speak kind words to each other. These habits will be transferred into the marriage. You are to encourage people. You're to speak positive. You're to use your power to lift people up, to give life to people. I named this channel Talk Life with Chidi because I was like, I want to speak life. I want to speak up encouraging words. I want to speak inspiring words. I want to speak words that will uplift the soul. I know we're talking about marriage most of the time, love and marriage and the home, and homes are broken. So many homes are shattered. But I want to speak life. It's my goal to speak life on this channel, to speak encouraging words, to speak uplifting words to everyone that hears me, everyone that comes across this channel. That's my goal. Another thing is criticizing, using statements that are full of put downs. I mean, there is something called constructive criticism. You can criticize positively. Fill your statements up with positives, focus on the positives, focus on the person's good and what the person can accomplish. Let us try not to destroy people through our words. Another thing is being authoritarian. Your home is not a military ground. There are people who have turned their home into a military ground. You do what I say. Don't ask questions. Your home is not a military ground. Your wife wants you to listen to her. Your husband wants you to to listen to him. Everyone wants, their voice to be heard. Everyone wants to be encouraged to speak, to share their ideas, to express themselves. The second thing is actions. I'm just going to mention two things about actions that I have noticed over the years that have been very detrimental to upbringing. The first one is silent treatment. A wife feels like, oh, my husband has hurt me. I'm not going to talk to him for the next 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, whatever time that you feel like, it's enough for you to show your husband that you're angry with him. Or a man feels like, oh, he's angry. I'm just going to give her the silent treatment. I'm not going to talk to her. In case you don't know, silent treatment is an emotional abuse. It is an emotional abuse. You shouldn't engage in it. By learning effective communication, by learning how to communicate with your spouse, you're helping yourself. Because now you can tell them how you really feel about something, and you can both listen to each other by not putting each other down when you make your complaints about the other person. When you talk about how you feel, not putting the other person down, not talking bad about the other person. All of this has to be learned in communication. And this was one of those things I never learned while growing up, but they affect the home. Lack of effective communication is one of the top reasons why homes break up, why divorce happens. You need to learn how to communicate. Even God is asking us to communicate with him. Communication is a two-way thing. In fact, it's more than two ways, because you're not just listening with your ears, you're listening with your body, you're listening with your everything. That's what it is. That's what communication is. It's about feedback. It's about what do you hear me saying? What do you feel? It's about everything. So learning how to communicate is very important, and some people didn't grow up in homes where this was practiced, so it becomes a problem in marriage. The second thing about our actions that I have noticed is not showing love. There are homes where people don't show love to each other. There are homes where people don't show the other person that I love you. And I made it a point of duty. I and my husband made it a point of duty to tell our children every single day, as many times as possible, how much we love them, how much we care about them. Take that time. Give your child a hug every time that you can. Let them know that you love them. Let them know that you care for them. Let them know that no matter what, you always be there. This is going to help your child's self-confidence. This is going to help your child's self-esteem. Let your child know that they're the best thing that has ever happened to you, that you always be happy that you have them. Look, when you realize that you have only a little time to spend with your children, you would treasure every single moment of it. Every single moment of it. I think it's even less than 20 years. Reflect on it. Ask yourself questions. What are those things that you've grown up with that you feel like it's a norm, or everyone does it, but you know within yourself that it hasn't really helped you? What are those things, and how can you make a difference? How can you make a change in your own family? What can you do differently that's going to help your family for the better? I hope this video brings value to you, and I hope it makes sense to you. Please share this video, leave a comment. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.